Hello everyone. Welcome once again to my YouTube channel Dazzle Yourself. Once again I would like to thank all my viewers for liking, subscribing and sharing my videos and giving me wonderful inputs that helps me improve every time I make another video. My dear friends, today I am going to talk about a very interesting topic which I think most of us can relate to. I will talk about self-esteem, and as I often talk about emotional wellness, I'll be focusing upon self-esteem in my upcoming videos, what causes low self-esteem, what are the ways to overcome it, and how one's self-image impacts or affects our self-esteem. So what basically is self-esteem? As per the definition, it is a disposition to experience oneself as capable of handling life basic challenges and be worthy of happiness. I'll repeat once again. It is a disposition to experience oneself as capable of handling basic challenges of life and be worthy of happiness. So what contributes towards self-esteem and what are the main components of it? My dear friends, there are two components of self-esteem: self-efficacy and self-respect. The component number one, self-efficacy. What self-efficacy is? Self-efficacy is the ability to think for yourself, how competent you feel for yourself. So let us do a small exercise on a rating scale of 1 to 10, where 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Rate yourself on your ability or your competence to think for your own self. If you have rated yourself as 1, that being the lowest on it and 10 being the highest on it, so 1 being that you feel all the time low and you can't think for yourself, you don't feel assertive, you don't feel confident. Whereas a person who has rated 10, maybe that person feels very confident and that person is very assertive. At times that person might comes across as being more authoritative and do not listen to others. So if you are somebody who is ranging on a spectrum of towards the highest side or towards the lowest side, the idea is to find a balance between the self-efficacy. So if you are in between, maybe 6, 7 or 8, you are doing well in life, you know what success is, you know how to achieve your goals, you don't fall into a guilt trip or you don't feel you are a victim. Number 2 component of self-esteem is self-respect. So how much do you value yourself? How much do self-respect you have for yourself? Do you feel that you deserve happiness in life? Do you feel you are worthy of having good relationships? Do you feel the power lies in you? Or do you feel you are feeling guilty most of the time? So again we will do the same exercise, that on a rating scale of 1 to 10, where 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, rate yourself. So if you have rated yourself as 1, 2 or 3, which is known as low, or if you have rated yourself as towards 8, 9 or 10, then the one person who has rated himself between 1 to 4 might be feeling guilty, might be feeling miserable, might be feeling that I am a victim, all bad things happens to me, or I do not have control over life's circumstances, it is a bad luck to me, everything, they start blaming others for whatever happens in their life, or they feel more vulnerable. Whereas people who have rated themselves on 7 to 10 might be doing well in life, again they would know that what success is and how they can achieve their goals. They know that they deserve to be happy, they know that they have respect for themselves, and they know that they can add value to somebody else's life because they value themselves. Ideally you can be at 10 on both self-efficacy and self-respect, but life happens to us and it throws challenges to us, and we keep shuffling between the various spectrum of both self-efficacy and self-respect, because every time we are feeling different. However, what I am trying to mean here is, what is the general feeling that you have? Are you feeling most of the time on a lower side, or are you feeling high on most of the time? So if you are feeling low, it becomes very important that you try to find ways to overcome it. The good part is that self-esteem is something that is not external, and it is very personal to you. It is not about your husband, it is not about your wife, it is not about your friends, not about your parents, not about your boss, not about your colleagues, not about life situations or challenges. It is about your inner DNA, what happens to you and your ability to cope with those challenges. That becomes very important. So if you are finding yourself on the lower side, in my upcoming videos I'll be talking more about ways to overcome or improve upon your self-esteem. Because if you are feeling low, or if you are finding yourself on the lower side, then you might be going on a guilt trip, or you might be having abusive relationships. You might be finding it difficult to succeed in life, even though you are doing your efforts, but still you might not be getting the results that you always wanted. You might be comparing yourself with others. You might be feeling that whatever happens bad to me, or I am the victim mode, maybe physically or emotionally. Those who have low self-esteem, they also might abuse themselves or indulge into self-destructive behaviors like food, sugar, caffeine, or maybe substance abuse. They might be telling themselves that they are victim and everything bad happens to them. But the good part is, it can always be improved. So it becomes very important that you find ways to improve your self-esteem. So in my upcoming videos, I am going to talk about the various ways through which you can overcome your low self-esteem and move towards the higher side and balance your life and be emotionally well. So that is all for now, and keep watching. Stay safe, stay happy, keep dazzling. Bye bye.